Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to install the front bumper mask on your Challenger, brought to you by NoviStretch. Recently, I've been doing some research on a good protective cover for the front of the car. If you're like me, who likes to kind of take long trips, go for long cruises and stuff like that, and as soon as you come back from home, your car is just filled with bugs in the front of the car, this product will do the job. Again, did a lot of research on it and heard, it's one of the best companies out there that kind of makes this, so went ahead and actually bought off someone off of Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap. So normally I believe this retails for $169.99 on their website. I'm sure if you look around different websites, you can probably find it for a little bit cheaper. But without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some of the tools that you need for the install, and we'll get going from there. I first wanted to start off with a little bit of unboxing. Obviously, this is the package that it comes in. A little kind of beat up, but whatever, no big deal. Again, says for Dodge, Chrysler. And then it gives you basically all the cars that it fits. So, again, a pretty wide variety. And then that's the back of the packaging. And then actually lets you kind of feel it. So just kind of pop it open. Comes with, looks like a card. So, I guess this is machine washable, which is very nice. So it'll be easy to kind of keep clean. And then it kind of gives you just kind of little tips to kind of keep it functional and long lasting. That, some of the hardware that you're going to need to put it together is pretty simple. And then here is the material. So far, first impressions, it's very light material. It's almost like just like a lightweight mesh material. Obviously, it's stretchable for sure. Obviously, it's breathable. So that'll be one thing that I'll be checking my temperatures in the car. So it should do the trick. It shouldn't kind of deprive the engine of too much air. Yeah, that's kind of first impressions of the material so far. So let me lay out all the hardware that you're gonna need next, and then we will get to the install. I've gone ahead, guys, and opened up all the hardware and everything. So this is basically what you're gonna need for the install. These are the clamps that are gonna go into your inner fender. So basically how it works is that you're gonna go 2 per side, and then all you have to do once you put them in, again, I'll show you how to do it, but basically in a nutshell, this goes in the fender, this screws in, and then once you get this screwed in all the way, this is what the kind of attaches to the mask. So there's 2 buttons on both sides, and then there are this little kind of hook that goes on the inside of the car. So when you pop up the hood, I'll show you where though. But again, very simple install. All you really need is a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. Phillips to pop open the rivets of the car already, and then just some alcohol prep. You do have this Velcro here, and this is what actually it's going to go on the bottom of the car, and there is a spot on the mask where there is a little other piece of Velcro. This is where it kind of attaches together, and it holds the front of the mask in place. So basically, again, this is all you really need for the install. Pretty simple. So let's go ahead, pop open the hood, and then we'll do one side first. We'll take off those rivets, and then we'll go from there. I am on the driver's side inner fender. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to take off this rivet, this one, and this one. You're going to pop all 3 of them out, because what you're going to do is you got to get behind all this plastic. So first things first, let's pop all these 3 out, and then I'll show you where to put the NoviStretch hardware. Alright, go ahead and pop them out. Now, I have already replaced my rivets here, so if you've never replaced them before, you probably have the factory ones, obviously. So what you're going to do is you have to kind of just drill those out. And again, you want to give yourself plenty of room in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to use these 3 holes again, and that's just where you actually just use the top and the bottom. That's where the hardware is going to be for the mask. And then, so really you're just going to only use one of your old rivets, and then the new ones are going to be for the NoviStretch. Alright, guys, again, so this is the hardware, very simple. You're just going to remove the fender wall all the way over. Just going to be the little top hole up here. As you can see, got a clamp. Alright, go ahead. So that first one is in. Now they're very tight, so you're just going to have to really kind of maneuver it. Okay, so let's do the bottom one right now. Okay guys, same thing. So it goes this way, not this way, but this way. So remove the fender wall. Just like that, pops right in. Then again, just go ahead and pop in your old one. And then go ahead and take your hardware. Again, very simple. And then just go and screw it into the top and your new bottom rivet. Alright, let's go ahead and do the bottom one. Okay, pretty snug. Okay, cool. All right, let's do the other side. All right, guys, same thing. 1, 2, 3. Pop them all out. Alright guys, same thing. You're going to take your hardware, very simple. Again, this is the side you want facing out. Okay, next one. There you go. Pop in your old one. Alright guys, got the center one in. Now just go ahead and tighten up the new buttons. It's good. Alright, we're good to go. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and start strapping up the mask on both sides of the car. But one sort of disclaimer that I want to really give you guys and really want you guys to kind of pay attention to is you want to have the car nice and clean when you kind of put this, because if you have any kind of debris, dirt, whatever, just kind of, anywhere on the paint, when you kind of put the mask on, you could potentially kind of scratch your car. So we don't want to do that. So just make sure that when you're kind of installing this, taking it on, all that kind of good stuff, you just have a nice clean surface. That way you're not going to be scratching up the car. Just go ahead and use this little loop right here. Hang it right here. And then you're going to take your other one right here. Just going to go and stretch it over. Okay. Now that you've got your anchor points kind of set, and obviously that's good, just facing the other direction. Now you can go ahead and snap over other side. Good. I'm just going to just do whatever one side. Okay. Just kind of pull it over. Nice and easy. Top. Okay. Give you an idea. All right. So then we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side. Alright, Now remember, we did have that bottom piece. So remember, I told you guys there's a little piece of Velcro. So this is it right here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you kind of we're gonna sort of ballpark and prep the bottom area of the splitter. That way, when we glue the other part of the Velcro piece, it's got a good contact spot. So let's go ahead and do that next. Okay, and just all right, cool. So just give that a minute to dry. All right, guys. So we're gonna take this piece again. Here it is. So I think the best way to, since I don't know where it's gonna land, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right here, and then when I'm ready to kind of stick it on, it'll fall where it falls, right? So that's the big thing. So get that ready, and then now too as well, I'll go ahead and start tucking it in so that way it kind of fits kind of in the spot that we're supposed to be. Alright, so we're just going to stick it. Alright, so now that the mask is all underneath and tucked in, we are just going to go ahead and stick this part. And there you go. The company does recommend that you kind of leave this kind of stuck on for at least 24 hours, so I'm just gonna leave it on there. But besides that, that looks like it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull the car out. We'll do sort of a walk around and then give you guys my last impressions. All right, guys, so this is the final product. Obviously you can see it's stuck on pretty well. I think for me, one of the biggest questions and concerns that I had was, would it stretch enough to go over my splitter? And as you can see, it does. No issues with it at all. You know, really technically, I mean, there's plenty of room on it, if you guys can see kind of under there. But there's still plenty of room for it to kind of stretch out though. So far, I think it looks really, really nice. Again, buttons are holding up pretty well. So that's it. So if you are in the market for a mask for your car, you know, again, if you want to go a long distance, you want to kind of cover your car, make sure, you know, it stays clean, so on and so forth. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, the material seems pretty nice. Obviously, the true test will be if I go on a long trip, will it kind of catch the bug, so on and so forth. Number one. Number two is, will I see the engine temperature in the car kind of rise? So that will be kind of the next test. But so far, so good. Again, super happy with it. Definitely was a good investment for now. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I will be doing another video on it. I'm probably going to add my own little twist to it and kind of customize the mask. So stay tuned for the next one though. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the next video and we will see you next time.